I don't know how much of this we'll see on the screen, but we'll find out. Quite a bit of lag between the displayed miles an hour on the speedometer on the bike and the GPS. That's why it's hard to compare those speeds on there. It's really better to just go a certain distance and compare the distances, because that'll average out pretty good. So, if you can see it, I've got my new brake lever covers on. And I did change the mount to my left mirror, but since they're all just about the same, the brake lever on my left side and that mount for the mirror got a little abrasion on it when my bike fell off the rack the other day. I was transporting it, going riding someplace else with my son. Took video, but it didn't come out. Yep, that was a bug in my mouth. I get good battery mileage with this. I think largely that's because I leave it in pedal assist 1 almost all the time. Very often, not very often do I go into 2, and even less often anything above that. Pedal assist 1 just seems to be fine under most of the riding conditions I have. And if I keep pedaling, even if I'm ghost pedaling, it still brings me up to 20 miles an hour. I scratched up the left, which is the front brake lever, and just a little abrasion, and at first I just said I'll touch it up with a little black magic marker, just a little scrape on there. I thought, well, for 10 bucks I can buy a new lever. It's a Tetro, so it's the HD E350 lever, which is, like I said, 10 bucks. But then, all along before that, I had been thinking about trying these skins on there. Either I got a multicolored pack for, I don't know, 8 bucks or something like that on Amazon, and different colors. Well, I'll let you try the red ones. They don't make any brown ones, so I don't have any to match my grips, but unless I got brown leather ones, but then you gotta lace those up, and I didn't want to get into that. So I said, well, I'll try the red ones. If I don't like it, I'll put the black ones on. The blue ones I put on my wife's Electric XP 3.0, which has got the blue and white coloring. Hey. I said, well, if I don't like the skins, then I'll order a lever. But actually, I do like them. I like the color, a splash of color on there, and red goes with some of the stripes. The silicone feel to them, rubber feel, is comfortable. So why not? Hi. How you doing? Good. Oh, cute puppy. Hi. bumpy and no place to put your feet down. Not bad going out, but it's rough coming in. Didn't bring my little gloves. I forgot them. My fingerless leather gloves, and now my thumbs are paying for it. Arthritis is no fun. every time I go for a ride on this like this, beautiful trails, and the weather's just a tiny bit cool, but it's nice. Think about how much I enjoy this particular bike. Oh, there's a switcher for the tracks. All these tracks down here, you can see there's another one. This used to be a changing yard. It's for, they would, you see the two sets of tracks. So it's been years and years since they've used them, but some of the stuff is still here. Here's where they join in together. Again, complete, so they would probably use it to switch cars around, switching track, and they would use it to switch cars around and change the order of them probably before they would deliver them to either into Sebago or Portland or Westbrook, maybe SD Warren. They'd take the pulp cars and switch them around. But anyway, I was saying that how comfortable and how much I like the riding on this bike. I like a full-size bike underneath me. It's more comfortable. It feels more stable. Ariel Rider makes a Grizzly, a model called the Grizzly, which has got dual batteries and dual motors. You can run it either front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, or both. And that, in some of the trails that I go on with the tight paths going up steep hills, that would probably be nice. It's a moped-style bike, so you're a little closer to the ground, smaller wheels. But after riding this and riding the electric XP 3.0 that I got for Patty, that's got 20-inch wheels instead of 26. And you can feel the difference in the bumps. When I'm working on them, even getting them into the house, going up the stairs, hers is quite a bit lighter than this, but it's a lot harder to get up those stairs because the wheel size is so much smaller. And it's a big bump going over. This just glides over them. So 4.4 miles. I'm going to try to stop at around 5, so I'll be able to compare distances if this recording is still going. And it appears to be. It's on 4.3 mode, so the aspect ratio, and what I'll do is I'll change it to, well, 16:9 is what your TVs normally are these days and stuff like that, but I like the cinema effect of putting it in like 21:9 instead. Yeah, it leaves black bars top and bottom, but it just seems so much more movie-like, cinematic. I don't see anybody else doing that on the e-bike videos. There's probably a reason for it, because nobody else likes it but me, but I'm going to keep doing it for a little while. Battery's down to 44% on 52.6 miles. If I lock this back up, putting it in class 2 mode with a top speed of 20, it would be going less fast, probably 10 miles an hour or so, 10, 11, in pedal assist 1 while I was pedaling. That would be the top speed. That's good for these trails too. Just don't feel like getting to the menu and switching it around. As I let some air out of these tires, which I'm doing more and more, yeah, there's more rolling resistance, but it also makes the diameter a little bit smaller, so I really should calibrate it again when I do that. Less rolling resistance, but it is a more comfortable ride, and I can check the wear on the tires, see if it's wearing in the middle or the sides, and I like it to be wearing more evenly, and I can adjust the tire pressure that way. Last time I think I had 15 in the front and 18 in the rear, maybe 16 in the front, 18 in the rear. I used to ride 20 in both, and a little while after that I put 30 in both, which is the maximum I think that the tire size says. But that road a little rougher. Not much of a difference, but enough. So and when I was you know, much younger man, like, you know, last year it didn't bother me so much, but this year it's bothering me a little bit more. All these switches, there's a lot of switches here. One of them is torn up, I think, because it's where this path is, and it probably went off in there for a side, probably to store some cars. 1, 2, 3, yeah, they're all over the place, so you can switch them and back them around and move them front to back, further up in the line. The double goes all the way out to here, to the road. I'm not sure if it goes further in or not. Now one is just torn up right here, and it don't go across the road. There's a berm right there, so that's it. So I think I'll go straight across. And then go down. I'm just gonna make a loop around, end up back down there just a little ways in the parking lot. Boom, hit her right into the sun now. I don't know how the camera's holding up on this. This is just a little excursion here. Yeah, that's the back end of the parking lot. The front end's further up here, I think. Could go straight, that's where I'm going to go across the trestle, but it can be pretty crowded on there sometimes, so. He likes my bike. Oh, it seems like it's not very long ago when my kids were playing soccer and lacrosse, and it was a while ago though. Time sure flies, doesn't it? Sure flies by. Like 6:30 on a Sunday evening. Lazy day. Sunday afternoon. Look at old Moody Blues song, huh? Must be lamb today because beef was last week. Problem with that, with the rock stars, you probably can't see it on the video, but there's little square post holders that are just above ground level, cut off, that are to hold the post normally before they put the rocks in. And if you run over those, you'll cut your tire. And it's hard. I think the people designing that don't realize that bikes do have a certain amount of width to them. Let's see if we can get some views of this for you. Probably not the best view in the world. Oh, there's another one I can get it later. And you can probably hear the waterfall. Oops, 6.2 miles. Well, you know what? I can remember that. I'll just go all the way. Kind of hard to see with all the growth up there, but there's a waterfall there. I don't know if you can see the water or not, but rushing over. The water's high lately. we've come up here canoeing and docked up to this little land bridge here a little bit. Oh, what a cute puppy. This one. Now, I've talked about this one a few times, going down this trail here, and Joey says, as he recalls, he's bicycled down it, and as long as you stay on the main trail, you can go in a little ways, but then just turn around and come back. That you probably can't follow any little bridges, and there's ones you got to jump from stone to stone, so to speak, which is okay walking, easy enough to do, but certainly not on a bike. Maybe if I had a trials bike, I could do it. Well, maybe not anymore. So far, this is working out pretty good with a battery. It's nice. You put a 512 gigabyte card in there, and I can record for 9 hours on that. And I'm probably getting, even on this little 5,000 milliamp battery, probably getting 5 or 6 hours out of that. And if I put a 10,000 one in there, which I also have, which really isn't much big, well, about twice that size. Thank you. And I can record for a long time off of that, but pretty good. Carry some extra cards, memory cards if I was going overnighting it. And I don't even have the GoPro battery plugged into the GoPro. Completely batteryless. I know this is a new app that I'm running on the phone here, and somebody told me about. This is the closest thing to the name they said, which I couldn't find. Closest thing to the name they said that I can find, and don't look the same, and I don't know how accurate it is. I'm assuming if it's using GPS, that I should be getting it okay, but you know what, when I get up there, I'm going to see if there's anything like a... Now this is definitely showing the trail, though, so... So let's just see here. What's this? Loader route, clear route, share, no. This, full screen. Huh. What's this do? Going west, well, part of that is good. 40%, 55 miles. Relative time, 40 minutes and 32 seconds. Huh. 20 past 6 now. Yeah. It is a beautiful day. I really like these red levers. They put a little sparkle. Yeah. Can't turn this off right now. I don't know if I would imagine it'll keep going. I wonder. If I turn the display off, what'll happen? Find out when I get up to the top here. So I don't know if you can see in there or not, but you notice that I'm wearing a hat instead of a helmet. And that's because I did a little searching and stuff like that on accident rates and stuff like that, and it seems you're more apt to get in an accident or harmed walking than you are riding a bicycle. A lot of other countries don't do it. Most countries don't do it. You go to the Netherlands, nobody wears it. Even little kids, 2-3 years old, starting to learn a bike, they don't wear helmets. Of course, there's more bikes on the road, but if I'm here taking it easy, that's one thing. If I'm going out in the woods, it'd be a different story. But also, my hat, if you can't tell, is got a hard plastic liner in it. So I don't want to hear anything about not wearing a helmet. If I was going to be opening this up to do my 35 to 40 mile an hour runs on it, I probably would want to wear a helmet because the hat would blow off unless I wear it backwards. So here we are in bug country again. It was a tiny, tiny little toad hopping across the pathway there. He was moving, but he was probably about a half an inch. Beautiful day, beautiful day. Oh, I love it. It almost feels like fall. I used to love walking in the fall, in the late September, October, around my birthday time. Feel the cool air. 15, 16, 17, well, 15 maybe. Yeah, I used to love it. I just thought I'd bring this down here so you could see Patty's bike. These stripes on the fenders and on the side, the stem going up where the seat is, fenders, I put all those on to match the original stripe that was the electric and the 3 on the top. So I put all the rest of these on. Got a bottle that's blue. I found a bell for her that's blue. And I just put these, they're darker blue, but I just put these on today actually. And this bike actually goes pretty good. It folds up, fits in the back of my Explorer. And then I use this rack over here and put mine on the back, on the rack. So we can take them both along if we want to go someplace. Yep. So, that's a cute little bike. It'll do, geez, I don't know. Maybe I can get 28 out of it or something like that, or 27, 25, but she doesn't want to go very fast, so. And this has got, I upgraded it with the hydraulic brakes. It came with mechanical brakes and electric sent out free of charge upgrade kits for anybody that wanted them, which is a new wheel, because this wheel is a little bit narrower, so the brakes were clear, the calipers were clear. So they sent in new wheels and new brakes. So that was pretty good. Like I said, for nothing, that's got to be a couple $100 worth of stuff. They didn't have to do that. They could have just put up, said, we'll sell it to you if you want the upgrades. Anyway, that's it.